So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 7 questions that I ask myself before writing or sending any email campaign, right? And I'm going to remove an example from this email actually, right? Tell you everything, and I'm going to tell you the 7 questions, right? In general. So first thing is first, right? There are 7 questions. The first 2 questions is basically about your offer. So if you nail down about your offer and these 2 questions is great. And then the third question to the 7th question, which are the 5 questions, this is based on the feeling. So this is the emotional buyer journey, right? So it's like transferring them from cold to actually hot and then buying whatever you have to offer. Now, what does my reader really want? This is the first actual question. What do your reader or your target audience or someone that your avatar, right, actually want? And how do you answer this question is by you doing thorough research, right? So most people ignore the research process and they think that, okay, I should not maybe do research, maybe I should just use AI to do research. It's good, but you should also go in the trenches and find out exactly what does your reader really want, what does your target audience really want. Discover the pain points, discover their desires, discover their needs, discover their fears, right? Discover what exactly they want down. When you nail that down, then the sale is going to be the next step, right? Because you already know what people want and you can actually give it to them, right? Second thing is, why might they say no to your actual offer or to whatever you have to say, right? Now, these are the objections that actually rise up because as human beings, we are wired to come up with a reason to say no to something before we say yes to it, right? So we always think of the negative before the positive. Okay, so most people always come up with objections, or this does not work to me. Maybe this is the price is too high, or this I've tried this before and it did not work before and now it might not work again, right? So this is not for me actually. So when you understand these objections, right, when you have written them down and you address them inside the email, then this will help you make even your offer actually specific and unique. Now, that's the offer part, that's the research part. In these 2 questions, you just have to do thorough research on exactly what you offer and your product and stuff like that, and your audience and the avatar and everything, and you will be good, right? You'll actually be good on these 2 questions. Now, question number 3 is, how do I make them feel understood, right? So most people they fail. Actually, let's look at this email, right? They don't have a offer, like this is just a value email, right? And I'm offline right now, so don't worry, right? This email, right? How do they make the reader feel understood, right? They open with something like, hey Colin, do you ever read a post, nod your head and think that is so good and still not comment? You're not alone. So this is first, right? They make me feel understood, right? Even if it's not on a deeper level, but it's somehow referring to this, they make me feel understood. So it's also, you can share a story, right? On a deeper level, to make someone like feel understood, you can share a story about your personal experiences or a customer's journey or something like that. Why? Because someone feels, or they see you, okay, like they see themselves inside you, or they see themselves inside the story that you're telling them, right? If it's for your client or something like that, and they will feel like, okay, this person actually understands me, they get me where I'm coming from, and they understand exactly where I'm going to, right? So they will trust you and they will like you, right? And this is the first place. I mean, the trust is not going to be that deep, but it's going to be more and better, right? And this is the first step towards them liking you, knowing and liking you and trusting you, right? Fourth question that you have to ask yourself is, how do I make them feel safe, right? So most people will be surprised, like, how do you make someone feel safe and stuff like that, right? So by safe, I don't mean like, like killing them or something like that. Okay, so from this email, right, as you can see right here, how do you make someone feel safe is that, for example, I am giving out a product, or they have a product or an offer that they have to sell. I want to know if this people is actually legit, like if I can actually trust this person. So how do I identify, like from this email or from an email perspective, the best way to make someone feel safe is showing credibility. Maybe showing up consistently in your like sending them emails, like in their inbox. When you show up consistently and being honest and showing them that you're not actually there to just sell them something, you're there because you actually care, that's one of the things to help you build credibility. Plus to build some little of trust and proof that you are actually legit. Having something like this at the end of the email, like your location, the LLC and stuff like that helps. It actually helps. It builds that kind of authority, that kind of social proof, that kind of credibility, right? So That's how you make someone feel safe. Okay, show up consistently in their inbox, right? Give them actual value so that they feel that they are cared for and not someone just there to actually sell them something, right? For example, like in this email, she is not selling me anything. Christina is not selling me anything. What she's doing is just giving me value, right? The simplest way to get more engagement that no one talks about, and she just gives me value, full value. She is not even pitching me anything, right? Question number 5 is, how do I make them feel empowered? Now, this one is one of the easiest ways, right? How do you make someone feel empowered? You make someone feel empowered by sharing real stories, not testimonials, right? Here is where you show social proof, and by social proof I mean case studies. You show the before and after processes, right? Where someone went from this to actually this, defining the pain, showing them the frustration that someone has, which is similar to what they're going through, right? So when you show them all that process, the frustrations, the pain, the problems that they had, what they were struggling with, and how they managed to go on the other side, right? It's like showing them that they can go from where they are to the other side just like that, right? And that's exactly how you show people, how you make people feel empowered, right? So you share stories of people just like them who made it work, right? You can share 1, 2, 3 emails, 4 emails on exactly the same thing, right? Okay, number 6 is, how do I make them, when I write them an email, how do I make them feel excited? So to feel excited is painting a picture, and painting a picture is painting them the future. Okay, making them feel that they are close to where they're going, right? And if you make it feel real, make it feel close, and show them the transformation, people become excited. People feel as if they're going to make it. Either way, they're just going to get it, to get the results, to make it in whatever situation, way, shape, or form. They're going to actually make it, and that is exactly how you make actually people feel excited. Question number 7: how do you get them to actually act? The only way you can get someone to act on your offer or to click on your offer is one way, and there is no any other. Just making it scarce, right? Making it showing them the scarcity or the urgency, adding some urgency in the email, or some scarcity, like limited spots, right? Or limited time, or the offer maybe closes at this midnight, or limited spots, or something like a timer, having a timer there. Or it can be like discounts, like providing 50% discounts. People feel the fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out on this discount. I don't want to miss out on this offer. If this offer closes, then maybe I'm not going to get it today or tomorrow or next time. So give them a reason not to wait and act on your offer, right? To buy from you the exact same time. So these are the 7 actual things that I actually think of, or that I ask myself before writing any email campaign. And they have really actually helped me in one way, shape, or form, right? So that's all. Before you go, if this has helped you, okay, hit the like button, subscribe, because this helps me put out more content just like this. And if you want to go deeper on email frameworks, email breakdown, storytelling, copywriting structures, and stuff like that, join my my newsletter. It's completely free. Every week there you get a lot of stuff. So yeah, the link in the description. See you in the next one. I hope you find value. Peace out.